Now let's go and add our permissions inside our database. So to add my permissions inside my database, I will create a seeder by typing PHP artisan make seeder and give it a name of permissions seeder. Then inside this permission, let's open this permission, sorry, this seeder, and in here in the run method, I will create an array with the name of permissions. Then inside this, I will add my permissions, all permissions that I want. So if I go to the project, in here I want permission for classes, teachers, students, and if I open all of them for each part, add, edit, delete, view, I need permission, and also for the main page. So for each of them, I will create a permission. So let's go back to our project, and inside this array, we will type our permissions. So for example, view students, then another permission, create students. Same thing we have to do for each of them. So I will do write all of them. Now I will pause the video and write all the permissions inside this array, and we will continue. Okay, so these are my permissions: view students, delete students, edit teacher, edit class, create user, and finally manage roles. Now let's add all of them inside our permission table. So let's create a for each loop, and in here let's call our permissions. Let's make it plural permissions as permission. Then in here, I will just call my model, which is permission model, permission colon first or create, and I will pass my permission. Now let's go to the database seeder and call this seeder and execute it. So let's go for now. Let's delete these and comment this ones, and in here let's call the seeder by typing this call and the permission seeder class. Now in the terminal we have to type php artisan db seed to run this seeder and add our permissions and set our database. Enter. Okay, it's done. Now if I go to my database in here inside my permission table, I have all my permissions. Now we have to assign. Let's go to the roles. Now we have to add permissions to each role. So one role can have multiple permissions. So let's go to our project and inside our permission role and permission controller. After the store, in here we will create a new method. Let's call this add permission to role. And for this we need the role ID. So we will accept ID as a parameter. Then let's get all the roles. So let's get all the role with the permission. So for that we will type role wait and permissions. And finally find or fail and pass our ID. Then we will return the permission page by typing return inertia. Let's fix inertia render and our page path, which is role/permissions. And in here let's pass the role as a role, and also we need all the permissions. So for that I will just type all permissions and set it to permission all. Now let's create this permission page as well. So let's go to our resources, and in the role in here we will just call this permission.jsx. Now let's create our page by typing export default function permissions, and in here I send two data. One is role and one is all permissions. So we will call both of them inside our parameter. So let's call role and permission. And inside this function, we will return our, first of all, let's add our dashboard. So dashboard layout Then inside this page, we have to display all the permissions. So we have to map it and display all the permission with a checkbox. So let's create a map in here for all our permissions. So let's type all permissions dot map and give a map parameter of permission by the name of permission, then create our checkboxes. So first thing that is that we need the permission name to display. So for that, let's create a label and give it a key. And for the key, we will use the ID. And for the text itself, we are going to make a checkbox. So let's create our checkbox in here. So let's create our input type is equal to checkbox. And finally, let's display our text. So let's create a span and call our permission dot name. Now let's go and create a route to display this page also. So let's close all of them. We don't need these right now. Okay. So inside our roles route group in here, we will create a new route with the type of gate and we will call add permission to role and we accept the ID. Then let's call our role permission controller. So role permission controller colon class and the method name which is add permission to role. Now let's add this route into our button. So let's go back to our role index and in our table where we map all our roles in here. For the edit, I will change this to permissions and pass my URL. So let's delete this one and let's call our route which is role slash add user to role, and we also have to pass the role ID. So role cls dot id. Okay, let's go to our browser. Okay, in the web page, everything is okay. Let's refresh. Okay, now we want to add some roles to the admin. So let's click this. Okay, so we got our permissions in here. Now we have to add them inside a form so we can submit it to the backend. So let's go back to our permission.js and before our map in here, we have to create a form. So let's create a form and put this inside our form. Then let's create a function to handle the form submit. So first of all, let's type here on submit handle submit. Now let's create our handle submit function, but before that let's call the use form. So let's import use form from Inertia and in here let's create a const with data set data the type post and also let's call the processing and set it to use form. Now let's create const handle submit and inside this function we will say e dot prevent default to prevent the default behavior of the form and we are going to post it in a URL. So for now let's keep it blank.